Prendimos. Coño, que se me olvida, que se me olvida. Aquí ya estamos bien, ¿no? Recomendación del canal, suscríbete para ganar recompensas. ¿En dónde? Ajá, aquí ya estamos listos. Y en YouTube también, ¿verdad? Bueno, vamos a darle. Hey, ¿qué tal, muchachones? Espero se encuentren muy bien. Aquí D-Game y bienvenidos a un nuevo directo en el canal. Hoy vamos a seguir jugando el Killer Frequency, que ayer jugamos muy poquito porque me atasqué en una parte súper estúpida. Pero creo que se debía al brillo de la pantalla que no me dejó ver bien. Ahorita la voy a configurar y de paso voy a configurar el audio del juego porque sí me di cuenta de que el micrófono se escucha muy bajito en comparación al juego. El juego se escucha burda de alto. Entonces lo voy a bajar un poquito el juego en el OBS, el volumen. Y bueno, vamos a ver dónde nos quedamos ayer. Porque ayer también estábamos jugando un rato y llegó un pana que se conectó al directo y quería ver el nuevo Dragon Ball. Y nos pusimos a jugar ahí un rato. Pero bueno. Hoy es viernes, ya mañana nadie tiene que madrugar. Así que vamos a ponernos a lo que tenemos que... Ajá. Para los que no se conectaron al directo de ayer, nos quedamos en donde una caraja vive en la zona más rural de todo el pueblo este, de paso. Y la caraja instaló un sistema de seguridad al que se le olvidó la clave y por alguna extraña razón en este emisor hay de todo. Y encontramos primero las facturas de todas las personas a las que se le hizo esa instalación. Ella está aquí incluida. Lo que no sabemos si es esta última de aquí que dice no se ha podido instalar por falta de piezas o es alguna de las anteriores, de las de arriba. Y nosotros nos los iban a instalar, pero que el cliente prefirió encargarse de la instalación. Seguramente quien recibió esa vaina fue Clive, y ya vimos que Clive estaba involucrado con todo el tema de los asesinatos, pero al final se arrepintió, entonces es un peo muy arrecho. En fin, y también encontramos este manual de cómo activar la vaina esta, que no lo he leído, lo vamos a leer ahorita. Ok, fíjate, dice: al introducir código de comando se deben pulsar las secuencias de teclas sin pausas de más de 4 o 5 segundos. Si transcurren 4 o 5 segundos sin presionar una tecla, se abortará la introducción del código y se deberá repetir desde el principio. Asegúrese de tener esto en cuenta al realizar. Ok. Si comete un error al introducir un código de seguridad, deténgase, pulse asterisco y empiece de nuevo. Si se detiene mientras introduce un código y trata de volver a introducirlo desde el principio, el sistema podría detectarlo como un código incorrecto. Y esta parte de aquí, ¿qué dice? El último modelo utiliza un código de 6 dígitos, introduzca con el teclado numérico y disfruta la tranquilidad. El sistema Starling Security 4000 ofrece varias funciones cuyos códigos por defecto se indican a continuación. Aviso: cambie estos códigos inmediatamente para evitar accesos no deseados. Código de llamada de mantenimiento, prueba de alarma, código de desactivación de prueba de alarma y código de acceso. Yo me imagino que la tipa, creo que se llama Smash Dash, no me acuerdo. Down se llama Down. Va a necesitar el código de acceso, que es 715914, ¿sí? Entonces, bueno, ya la llamada nos está esperando. Ese no era el disco nuevo. Vamos a detener aquí, vamos a hablar con la tipa.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
El disco nuevo era este, que no lo hemos puesto y necesitamos eso para el logro.
Good. And did you find anything else?
I saw a list of everyone else who bought the Starlink 4000. Know who was on there?
Oh my god. Roller Ricky! Do you think we should give him a call? Is that crazy? I don't know what you'd say, but...
That might be a good idea.
Okay, one moment. I got the number here. Patching you through.
189. Vamos a subir esto, que esta es la que le da el toque a la vaina.
Shit.
He probably can't hear it over the music. Forrest, I don't know about this. This is super weird.
Just put me through to Don. I'll take care of this one way or another.
Okay, if you say so. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Estamos listos. Vamos a ver.
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16, The Screen.
Oh, thank God you're back.
Hola,
So
teens.
afraid.
¿Cómo estás?
What's the code to the gate?
The code is 715914.
Thank you, Forrest.
Forrest, what did we do?
Ya, hicimos algo mal. Ya va, espérate. ¿Qué pasó aquí, güey? Ajá, creo que... ¿Será que la tipa es el asesino? No puede ser. Ay.
Welcome back, Forrest. Find anything?
The Starling 4000 security manual. It's got a bunch of codes.
Good. And did you find anything else?
I saw a list of everyone else who bought the Starling 4000. Know who was on there?
Oh my god. Roller Ricky! Do you think we should give him a call? Is that crazy? I don't know what you'd say, but...
Just put me through to Don. I'll take care of this one way or another.
Okay, if you say so. Line 1, whenever you're ready.
Vamos a ver, porque me pareció raro, parecía que lo hicimos mal, no sé.
Don, are you there? This is Forrest Nash from 189.16, The Scream.
189. Oh, thank God you're back. 16. So afraid. What's the code to the gate?
Vamos a ver, 19.5.19, prueba de alarma.
The code is 191519.
Thank you, Forrest. Son of a bitch. Ah!
Mierda.
Is she?
Mierda.
Yeah, stay out! Nobody disrespects the sanctity of the ring! Don't ever come back here again!
Verga, Ricky
I'm
tiene
calling
la...
the cops!
Thank God.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ricky, get back inside and turn on the radio. Whoever that was, she was trying to break into the ring.
She? Forrest, man, you got no idea. That was him! That was the whistling man! The alarm gave me just enough time to get my rifle. I don't like hurting folk, but I can't let anything happen to Maxie. He's my best
Exacto,
friend,
hay
you
que
know?
proteger al perrito.
Listen, man, I'm heading back inside. Gonna barricade that window. My man, thank you. You and Peggy can skate for free whenever you want, forever. That's a done deal.
Thanks, Ricky. Can't wait.
You got it. Talk to you soon.
Okay.
Salvamos a
Dallas
Ricky.
Creek. Here's some music while we process what just happened.
So, the whistling man is a woman?
Vamos a ver si tenía mis sospechas para ver qué es lo que.
I had my suspicions.
Yeah, sure, Forrest. You just never mentioned it. She called up. You spoke to her multiple times.
Yeah, she seemed pretty normal.
Why do you think she requested that song?
Para obligarme a salir.
To get me outside?
Maybe, but how? She didn't know the song was outside to start with.
That's right. She never actually attacked me out there.
So, what now?
I guess I should make an announcement. We do have new info.
Okay, kill the music and you can make the announcement. Okay, you're live in 3,
Ya vamos a guardar, no la caguemos.
2...
Hey folks, this is Forrest Nash here. I hope you're all safely locked inside. For those of you listening to that last call, you might be wondering what to make of it all. Here's our take. We now believe the killer is actually a woman. One who might manipulate you into letting her in before she attacks you.
Verga, pero eso está como... como difícil, ¿no? Somos vecinos, tenemos que cuidarnos el uno al otro, pero si la tipa está fingiendo...
I'm sad to say, but it's time to trust no one. The killer was calling themselves Dawn. This could be a fake name. If anyone needs help or you have info on the killer, please call in. You folks have my new number, right? It's 911. Hopefully, our next caller can help shed some light on our killer.
Hey, we had a call come in.
Okay, folks, time to take a call. You're through to Forrest Nash on 189.16, The Scream.
Hey, man.
Murphy?
Damn straight.
What's going on, Murphy? You in danger again?
Nah, man. I've just been listening to the show here at home. And since you asked folks to call in if they could help out, well, I'm calling. I don't know if I can say as much as other folks have, but I figure I wouldn't be a good role model to Fernando.
Ah, es el tipo que dijo que se quería caer coñazo con el asesino. Pero ajá, el asesino le dio una coñaza al tipo, ¿cómo es?
We really appreciate that.
100%. Thank you, Murphy.
Oh, thanks. So, what do you want to know?
Well, what can you tell us?
I don't know, really.
All right. Well, do you know anything about the death of George Barrow?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. What about the killer herself?
Perdido usted, oye. Que no se ha querido conectar más al directo. Todo bien. Híbrido 66666.
You heard the last call, right, Murphy?
Yep.
So you know it's a woman, and you were trained by a VHS, Murphy.
I know, but man, how could it have been a woman under that mask?
Eso es lo que estoy diciendo, el tipo le reventó a coñazo.
About the history of the Whistling Man?
No, sir. Tonight's the first time I ever heard
Una
of
madre, Murphy.
What?
Más ayuda el de las
I
pizzas.
moved here 3 years ago, man. What do you want from me?
Verdad que sí, es un asco.
Hey, man, no worries. Just thank you for trying.
Right. Sorry I couldn't help y'all more, man. Now,
Es un asco, es
you'd
un
have
asco.
asked
Puras
me about
responsabilidades y deudas y
Forrest, we
huevonadas
have a
locas.
call coming in.
Sorry, Murphy. I think that's all we've got time for right now.
Pero espero que todo esté bien.
All right. I'll catch y'all with the gator talk later. Night.
Well, folks, that was a bust. But perhaps our next caller has more they can tell us. Let's find out. This is Forrest Nash, and you're listening.
Please help me. My name
Coño.
is Casey Moore. I'm at 25 Nancy Drive. My best friend's been stabbed. He's bleeding everywhere. I don't know what to do. Please help me.
Ajá.
Easy. Take a breath. Relax.
Okay. We'd been out at the reservoir. We were heading back to his place when we heard this whistling all of a sudden. He just started freaking out. He screamed at me, told me to hide. I'd never seen him like that, and I just panicked and ran and hid in a bush.
Oh no. Forrest.
Then what happened?
He went up the road and talked to someone. I couldn't really hear or see anything. It sounded like he might have known the person, and they just stabbed him.
Casey, was he talking to a woman?
I don't know. They had a mask and wore all black. That's all I know. Please, we need help here.
I'll get you help, but I need to know. Where did the masked person go?
They left. They left him to bleed out. I waited until they were gone.
Ah, casi es la que trabaja con
Dragged him into the
nosotros.
garage and called 911.
Wait, why didn't she make sure he was dead?
I don't know. I think I heard them say something like, "It's not so funny now, is it?" Before they left, but please, he needs to get to the hospital. I can't drive, so we need an ambulance.
Forrest, the ambulance was destroyed in the explosion at the gas station. You should get all the info you can.
Ajá. ¿Dónde
Can
tiene
you
ahí?
tell us where your friend was stabbed?
They stabbed him in the stomach,
Ajá.
and then stabbed him again in his leg when he was on the ground, and it's... Oh, the knife is still there in his leg!
What's your friend's name, Casey?
It's Jason Parker.
We'll be right back. Peggy, patch us through to the hospital.
On it. Phoning St. Gabriel's now. Switch to line 2.
Hello, St. Gabriel's Hospital. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Forrest Nash from
Este mamagüey no importa con
189.16.
quién está hablando, hace la
We have a
presentación de la
stab
red.
victim at 25 Nancy
Se
Drive
está muriendo el
named
tipo de
Jason
sangrado y
Parker.
dale, estamos
He's been
en
stabbed in the stomach and the
189.6.
leg. He's bleeding heavily.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. But the ambulance is... Well, you know.
I know, but please, we need something, or he's going to die.
Forrest, Listen, you're going to have to get him here. We need to see him, and we can't get there ourselves right now.
We don't have any way to drive him right now. And even if we did, he's bleeding out fast.
All right, listen. We need to buy him time to get
escuchen,
here.
escuchen.
That means stopping the blood first, and then finding someone to stabilize him. To stabilize him, you really need someone with first aid training. Do either of you have any?
No.
Me neither.
Damn it. I'm really sorry about this, but I have other patients who can't wait. All I can do is talk you through the procedure as quick as I can, and then leave the rest to you.
Ok.
You think you can handle that?
Claro, claro, claro.
Hit me. I'm sure we can handle it.
Okay, from the top. If he's bleeding out, then you need to get him comfortable and try to stem the bleeding. Lay him down. Apply continuous pressure directly to the affected areas. When the bleeding slows, get a clean cloth of some kind and hold it over the wounds.
Get them comfortable. Apply pressure. Clean cloths when slowed. Got it. I think.
You said he was stabbed, right? If the object he was stabbed with is still in him, don't take
Exacto,
it
no
out.
lo saques nunca.
It's stopping the worst of the bleeding right now. If anything, you should secure it so it stays where it is.
I wouldn't have thought of that. It makes sense, though. God, that was a lot of info. But I think we can handle this.
Claro que sí, vale,
Glad you
vamos a
got it
salvar
so
ese con
far,
su madre.
because there's more to go.
Ah, coño.
I'm still with you, Doc. What else do we need to know?
If he's lost a lot of blood, he may enter shock. If he does, act fast. If you applied a cloth and it's bleeding through, don't remove it. Just apply another on top of it. If it's safe, elevate his legs to get blood circulating to his vital organs. Try to keep him warm. Get him to rest and reassure him. We need the patient to stay calm.
All right, don't replace bandages, elevate his legs, keep him warm and calm. This is a lot.
I'm really sorry. That's as much as I can give you right now. Try to stop the bleeding, find someone to get him stabilized, and get him here as quick as you can. Good luck.
All right, Forrest. Casey's still on line 1.
Uf, uf. Vamos, 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 vamos. Sí se puede, muchachos, sí se puede. Vamos.
Hello? Hello? Forrest, are you there?
Ajá.
I'm here. How is Jason doing?
Badly. He's still bleeding. I need help. I've
Okay.
been putting pressure on his stomach wound since you left, but he's still bleeding. I don't know what to do.
That's good, Casey. The nurse said to do that.
What about the knife in his leg? It's gotta be hell. Should I pull it out?
No toques el cuchillo.
No, don't touch the knife. The bleeding will get worse if you pull it out.
Are you sure? I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop making suggestions.
No, don't worry, Casey. We're a team here. We're
Marico,
all
me
going to
encanta
get
que ella es
Jason
como que la
through
que
this.
calma la situación.
Casey, is
La
his
de
leg
Peggy.
wound bleeding right now?
I hate looking at that knife. Yeah. It's bleeding. His stomach is worse, though.
Deja el cuchillo ahí. No, no lo vamos. Deja el cuchillo ahí.
All right, I think we need to leave that knife alone.
All right. I'll just keep putting pressure on his stomach for now.
Forrest, can I have a word?
Casey, I'm gonna have a quick word with Peggy. Keep putting that pressure on and let us know when the bleeding is under control. You're doing great.
But what if something happens?
We'll still be here. Just shout if you need anything, and we'll be there. I promise.
Okay. I'll wait. Jason, please be okay.
What's up, Peggy?
We can't stay on the line with her all night. Dawn is still out there. What if other people need us?
You're right. She's probably on her way to her next target right now.
Exactly. And you heard the nurse. We need someone there with training who can stabilize him.
He's gotta get to the hospital somehow.
Could somebody nearby help them? Maybe drive them to the hospital?
You know, that's exactly what I was wondering.
Do you have anybody in mind?
I might. A little before you started working here, KFAM did a mandatory first aid training course. Me and Karen missed it because we were away on a producer getaway.
You skipped it, didn't you? Never mind. So, how does KFAM's first aid course help us?
Casey said they're at 25 Nancy Drive, right?
Yeah? Why?
They put up a bunch of cheap houses around there about 10 years ago. So a bunch of people here at the station live around there.
Do you think any of them could help Casey and Jason?
Probably, but I don't know who lives there. And since I missed the training
pero yo
day,
sí sé quién
I
vive ahí.
don't know who knows first aid.
Could you call them and ask?
I don't know everybody's numbers. I've only ever called Karen. Everybody's personnel info is probably in Reggie's office.
Got it. I'll look through their files in Reggie's office. It's a life or death situation. I'm sure they won't mind.
Right. But there are a couple of problems with that.
Ajá, ¿y cuáles son?
It's sensitive information, so Reggie probably locked it in his safe.
Great. Great. Do you have any idea what the combo for the safe could be?
Not a clue. Reggie's a serial note taker, though. Maybe something in his office will give it away. Right. There is something else.
I'm not gonna like this, am I?
Have you ever heard, "The future is floppy"?
Peggy, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about floppy disks. Floppy disks are like these futuristic things that have information on them.
Los
You put
disques.
them in a computer and they do something.
Peggy, I know what a floppy disk is.
Anyway, Reggie decided that the future is floppy and started phasing out our physical records and replacing them with these floppy disks.
Coño.
I imagine it's the same for our personnel files.
That's good to know. Since we haven't heard anything from Casey, I'm guessing Jason's okay for now. I'll check out Reggie's office and see what I can find.
You'll need a key for that. I'll just slide it under my door now.
Thanks, Peggy. I'll just have to look around.
Ajá, bueno, ya se guardó automático. Dame salir.
Good. I'll patch my mic down to the office, so you'll hear me over the intercom.
Listo, ya desbloqueamos todas las puertas de la emisora. Quiere decir que ya estamos más cerca del final. Y la oficina que estamos buscando. Hubiéramos puesto una musiquita, una vaina. Es esta. Recordar que el cumpleaños de Jerry Jr. es el 10-9, no el 9-10. El año pasado fue un desastre. 10-9. Entonces esa puede ser la clave, 10-09, ¿no? No, 09-10, porque está en inglés. Ok, bien. ¿Qué más tenemos aquí? Vamos a buscar bien a ver si encontramos un disco nuevo. Este documento certifica a Reginald Scott ha completado con éxito el curso estándar de primeros auxilios para heridos. Ah, mira, el mismo Reginald sabe de primeros auxilios. Pudiéramos llamarlo a él directamente.
Looks like I need a 4-digit code.
Tengo que escribir el documento de presentación, buen título. Una mariquera. Mariquismo. Cierta disquete. Claro, y si estás leyendo esto, deja de robarme las noticias. Coño. Preguntar a Ginny por las cintas. Ya van semanas de retraso. Sí, hablando de eso necesito cintas porque no las tengo todas. ¿Veis que?
Could this be it?
Un repartidor de pizza asesino que mata con un cortapizza. Deja que te corte un cacho. Lo aterrador es que nunca reparte pizza. ¿Qué le pasó al anterior repartidor? Tal vez pueda meterle con el novio a la protagonista. La protagonista es una universitaria mega apellido pendiente. Muy inteligente, guapo, ingenioso, intolerante a la lactosa. Si aumenta la separación entre ella y el repartidor asesino. Ok, los eventos suceden el 7/11, una fecha muy importante. Una fecha muy importante para la ciudad. La gran reunión de gansos es un evento en el que un gran número de gansos aparece y culmina la historia principal. Hay que matar a los seres queridos de Men a lo largo de la película, como en H3, pero más aterrador. 7/11, 07/11. No. Verga, no es eso. Ah, no, espérate. 11:07 es la vaina.
Nice.
No, mano, se volvieron locos. Carter. Peggy. Core. John. Lawson. Bárbara. Vamos a revisarlos todos, vamos a revisarlos todos, vamos a revisarlos todos. Vamos a ver qué dicen de Peggy, porque Peggy es una laca.
Hey, Peggy. I think Reggie's on to you and Karen. Maybe don't bring those little drink umbrellas into work for a while.
What? Why are you reading my file? You need to find someone who can help Casey. We already know I can't. Don't waste time.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on
Revísame.
possible candidates.
Mano, ¿y
I can
cuál es
read
la
the rest
falta de
of this later.
respeto? Mira, que andas jugando ahorita. Cuéntame, conversemos. Quería tener su propio programa porque no se corta a la hora de participar en las llamadas de grito. Claro que Peggy quiere tener sueño. Información, nada grave. Ok. Entonces Peggy es un amor desde el principio del juego. Vamos a ver qué dice de mí el coño de su madre. Los
Get a
disquetes
load of
son
this, Peggy.
el futuro.
Apparently, I'm a lone wolf type.
Forrest, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. We have a man literally dying on the line, and you're more interested in you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I need to focus on possible candidates. I really shouldn't have read both. We're in a hurry.
Hombre rico, no nada. Estamos viendo que compramos para jugar. Coño, compren. No, ustedes son burdes mojones, weón. Me dijeron y que. ¿Cómo se llama ese juego? Uy, hermano, me asusté, weón. ¿Qué fue eso? Uy, marico, me cagué. Uy, marico, me cagué en la madre. Ahora no quiero ver qué decía ahí. Me dijeron que estaba loco por contratar a hablar como crítico gastronómico a la emisora porque solo tenemos 3 restaurantes de comida rápida y una cafetería. Pues que sepan que no se puede tener miedo por tratar a un hombre desconocido a Anderson. Como Bradley, su trabajo, que debe apuntar a trabajo. Brad y Bárbara se han perdido casi toda la sesión farmacéutica porque nos auxilia. Brad ha bromeado sobre practicar la boca a boca con Bárbara y se enfada y se han marchado, bla 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 bla, un pedo loco. Verga, me cagué, huevón, ¿qué fue ese sonido? Ajá. Bradley es un inútil, este soy yo, ya revisamos esta. Puede ser John, Karen. Creo que Karen fue la que se saltó la vaina, pero igualito vamos a chismear. Pues se la saltó porque andaba con Peggy. Karen empezó a encargarse de las tareas durante los últimos meses. Karen es la tutora de Peggy y hasta la formación para fomentar el trabajo completar. Capaz de reunir cada momento. Hemos pedido amigos invisibles y navegar la información, bla 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 bla, Mikey. Nada del otro mundo. Entonces tenemos a John o a Bárbara. Como yo sé que va a ser Bárbara quien nos va a salvar de este peo, vamos a dejarla de última. Terminamos de chismear. John se ha negado a colaborar con el instructor de primeros auxilios durante el curso, se ha quedado médico de guerra. Mira, fue médico de guerra el John, ¿oíste? Oh. Para la política de la emisora que todo el mundo participe. Para ser John tiene un montón de equipos médicos en su casa que consiguió en el ejército. Si esa acción legal, tengo que denunciarlo. Me voy a decirle John que no puede comerse muestras gratuitas de verdad, recibe, bla, bla, bla. Ok, John es una lacra. John es una lacra. John es médico de guerra, man. Y el carajo ahorita está apuñalado. Entonces, puede que no sea de más utilidad que alguien que sabe primeros auxilios. Bárbara se lleva de maravilla con todo el personal. Ok, tiene un gato nuevo, madre verga. Se ha reído con contado, no viendo la película de terror. No dice nada, ok.
Hey, Peggy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Did you find what we need?
Sí.
I think I know who our best bet is to help Casey and Jason.
Vamos a llamar a John.
Good work. Who should I...
Hello? Is anybody there? Please pick up.
Casey, I'm here. What's wrong?
Jason started going pale. I tried to get him to rest, but he just threw up everywhere. What's happening? What do I do?
Levantarle las piernas. Está entrando en shock.
God, it sounds like he's going into shock. Casey, just stay calm. It's going to be okay.
But the bleeding seemed to slow down. Did I mess up? Jason, I'm sorry.
Casey, calm down. You've done everything right. I need
Coño.
you to listen to me, okay? For Jason.
What did the nurse say to do about shock?
Alzale las piernas.
Casey, I need you to elevate Jason's legs. We need to get the blood flowing to his vital organs.
Got it. Jason, stay with me. I'm just gonna move you. This might hurt. Okay. I propped his legs up on some boxes.
I'm looking at my notes. We need to get Jason as warm and comfortable as possible.
Hay que darle calor a
Do you have
Jason.
anything
No hay
you
que
could
hacer
use
que-
nearby, Casey?
Yeah. I still have some laundry next to me. I'll wrap him in some blankets. Just give me a second. Sorry.
Liarse con el que no esté apuñalado. ¿Qué es eso, man?
Sorry.
Coño, ojalá se salve Jason.
You're gonna be okay, Jason.
Nada más he dejado morir a uno, vale, que la diga.
Okay?
Y fue una tontería, fue por no prestar atención.
He's not doing well. Is he? Is he gonna?
Jason is going to be fine. Just make sure he knows he's going to be okay, okay?
Okay. Please. I can't give him what he needs. Please send help. I can't lose him.
All right, Forrest, we need to hurry. Jason doesn't sound like he's doing too well. You said you knew who to call earlier? Who was it?
John.
We need to call John Hedges. He lives on Nancy Drive. He didn't really participate in the first aid training, but he's a former war medic. He's probably the most trained person we have.
Really? I never really spoke to him before. A war medic, huh?
Yeah, and according to Reggie's notes, John keeps all of his old equipment at his house. He's something of a hoarder.
All right. What's his number?
5420735.
Calling now. Let's hope he picks.
Who the hell is this calling me at? What time is it?
John, it's Forrest Nash here at
Pero
KFAM.
me puedo devolver, me
We
quedo
have an
aquí.
emergency and we need your help.
Forrest, if this is a work emergency, then it can wait until the goddamn morning. Just leave me a note like everybody else.
John, no, this is a medical emergency. A man has been stabbed by the Whistling Man, or never mind. He's badly hurt, and he's going to die unless we get someone to him now.
The whistling man? What kind of joke is this?
John, we're not kidding. A man is gonna die if we don't help him right now.
Seriously? I haven't been called on for over 10 years.
No me importa,
Where's
resuelve.
the patient? What's his condition?
He's at 25 Nancy Drive. I think we got his friend to stem the bleeding, but he's gone into shock. He's passed out right now.
You say he was stabbed? Do you know the extent of his injuries?
From what we were told, he has 2 major stab wounds. One to the stomach and one to the leg. The knife is still in his leg, and the stomach wound is open.
Understood. Let me grab a few supplies and I'll head right over. Damned if he dies on my watch.
Thank you, John. We'll let him know you're on your way.
Good luck.
Hello, Casey. Are you there? How are we doing?
Bad. Jason seemed really weak and then just started thrashing.
What about now? Is he still thrashing?
He's passed out. Please tell me you found someone to help.
Casey, help is on the way. My
Marico, me tiene
colleague will be there
cagado.
soon.
¿Será que ese Jason se
You hear
salva?
that, Jason? Someone is coming. You're gonna be just fine. Just hold on for me, okay? Just hold on.
Que no te mueras
Come
por
on.
mí.
Hello, Casey. This is John Hedges. I'm here about Jason.
Mira, llegó John.
I'm guessing that's Jason there. Casey, I'm gonna need your help. Forrest, Peggy, don't you two worry. We've got this from here.
Okay. Forrest, we'll call you back later. I have to go now.
Good luck, everyone. God, I hope he's gonna be all right.
And with that, the show moves on. We're sending our best wishes to Jason. Well, after all that excitement, I think we could use some
No,
music.
si regresa, si regresa. Tiene que regresar porque tengo que desbloquearlo.
Come back upstairs when you're ready.
De bola que voy a subir, estoy cagado ya. No hay ningún disco ahí, no nos estamos dejando ningún disco. Revisemos bien. Porque si no ya nos hubieran dado el logro y no nos han dado un coin. Y aquí no hay más nada. Ya vimos todo. Mierda, mierda, mierda. Mira, teníamos que revisar todos los discos igualitos. Me debe dinero el Jason. ¿Te debe de qué? Ajá, ¿y el Lethal Company? ¿Qué pasó con el Lethal Company? Cuéntenme el Lethal Company.
Play a record for us.
Super, ajá. Ahora corre y que no nos maten. Ah, es por aquí. No, por ahí no es.
I better put a record on.
No. No joder. ¿Para cuándo el de Forest,
Dead air is a crime, Forrest.
Ah, ya va, espérate, ¿verdad? Este que no lo hemos puesto. Voy a subir el volumen.
Coming up for your listening pleasure, it's Caged Tiger with their single, One Last Goodbye.
It's getting pretty late. This might be your last break for the night, so try to enjoy it. Give me a buzz when you want to go back on air.
Ajá. Entonces el que viene es el final, ¿no? Nah, menor. Yo le dije a uno que salió la semana pasada que se llama El Bar de los Mentirosos, una cosa así, Liar's Bar. Y es así jugando dado mentiroso. Yo no sé si alguna vez jugaste Red Dead Redemption, uno de los juegos que hay así en los bares que es con un vaso y unos dados. Y podías jugar así multijugador. Pero dijo que no, porque eran furros humanoides, una vaina así, no sé, se traumó y no, digo que no. Mira, vale. Vamos a echarle bola, voy a guardar partida. Pero es que yo no sé si se salvó ese maricón, ¿no?
Let's roll.
You got it. we've got another call coming through, too. Okay, Forrest, shut the music off.
Vamos a ver si se salvó el coñito. Yo creo que sí.
Welcome back to 189.16, The Screen.
189.
I believe we have another caller on the line. How are you tonight, caller?
Forrest, it's me, Roller Ricky. Oh, and Maxie's here too.
Good to hear from you again. How are you both doing?
Oh, we're good, man, thanks to you. You're like our guardian angel.
That wouldn't be a bad look for you, Forrest. A little white wing halo number? Maybe something for the K-Fam Halloween party.
All right, everyone, let's calm down. Ricky, I'm just glad we could help you and Maxie.
Is there anything else we can help you with, Ricky?
Actually, I think I have some info that might help you.
Coño, Ricky tiene información. Que lo que va.
Oh? What's that?
You see, man, me and Jason know each other.
You know each other?
Yeah, we went to Gallows High and played on the football team together. He was a gnarly offensive linesman, and I was our star wide receiver. Runner Ricky, they called me.
All right, and what does that have to do with tonight?
Well, because George, the guy who drowned, he was on our team too.
Keep talking. What happened?
We had our first team party on the night he drowned. He seemed like such a good dude.
Ricky, were you there when George drowned?
No, man. Once the party turned, I beat feet out of there. Man, I remember George and his girl there. There was a whole lot of love, man. I could see it, you know?
Ricky, please. What was her name?
I never got her name, man. He just called her Bean. I didn't really know her before or see her after that.
Then what did she look like? Please, tell us anything you remember.
I just remember a pretty girl, man. I'm sorry.
Ricky, you said the party didn't last long. What happened?
We were just having a good time, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was running for their life. I looked up and saw that goddamn whistling man in the trees. And I never ran so fast in my life. I ran straight home. Didn't know about George until next morning at school.
I'm guessing it was whistling night, wasn't it? That the whistling man was just another kid.
Yeah. I don't know how George died, but I always felt like if anyone deserved to die that night, it should have been me. And
Ricky, it wasn't your fault. You're not a bad person.
I know that now, ma'am. It took a long time to learn, but yeah, just thought I'd tell you all what I know.
Thank you, Ricky.
This helps. Thank you.
You got it, man. Anyway, I think it's time for me and Maxie to free up your phone lines. Thanks for
Coño,
listening,
¿será que se salvó el
I'll
carajo?
let you to it.
Night, Ricky. All right, folks. Looks like we got a new lead in the case. If anyone has any info about this mysterious bean, please call in.
If she was George's girlfriend back then, she's probably in her mid to late 30s now. Huh. Oh, we have another call coming in, but hang on.
What's up, Peggy?
Es una llamada interna. Una llamada de las oficinas.
Peggy?
You're gonna want to take this call off the air.
Who is it?
Just do it.
All right, folks, it's time for another track. Here's one to help you sit back and relax. We'll be right back after this. You'll like this next song. I hope this is good news, Peggy. Who have we got?
Find out for yourself on line 1.
Está muy feliz para que sean malas noticias.
Hello?
Forrest, I'm glad I got back through.
Coño, Leslie.
Sounds like it's been a busy night, huh?
Surprise! It's Leslie, our 911 operator, leading the charge from Henderson to come save us. It's so good to hear from you. Are you okay?
We're doing okay. Sarah and I are both happy to be headed back home.
We're happy to have you too. Wait, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, I mean Deputy Martinez. Anyway, we got back into radio range a little while ago. We've been listening in, but haven't been able to get through until now.
It's been non-stop since you left. Please tell us you're bringing help.
You bet! I'm leading a whole goddamn squad towards Gallows Creek as
Coño,
we speak.
se prendió esta
Turns out
mierda.
somebody had cut the phone lines. They had no idea what was happening.
That's great news. That's crazy about the phone lines, though. Do you think the Whistling Man cut them?
De bola que
I'm
fue.
guessing so. I don't know how the Whistling Man did it. But that doesn't matter right now. Listen, we're coming in hot, but we need your help. I know Gallows Creek isn't a big town, but if we don't know where the Whistling Man is, we can't get him. Her. That's where you come in.
Ajá, ¿qué coño necesito?
You can count on us. What do you need?
It might be a long shot, but here goes. The Whistling Man already called up a few times. I bet she calls again. We're still a little ways out of town, so if she calls, stall her.
Okay.
Buy as much time as you can for us to get in. And while you're talking to her, try to figure out where she is. We'll be listening in, so once her location is known, we'll head straight there and end this nightmare.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. Heck, I can see the headlines now. Forrest Nash's interview of a lifetime. Anyway, I'll radio the other cars and tell them the plan is a go. Hopefully the next time I see you, it'll be with our killer behind bars. Take care now.
We'll see you soon, Leslie. Thank God. It sounds like this is almost over. We're nearly through this.
Coño, ¿será que se salvó el coñito?
I hope you're right. The sooner this is over, the better.
I am right. Trust me. Anyway, we should get you back on air. Taking callers is the only way to see this through. Bringing you back live now.
Welcome back to The Scream with me,
Coño,
Forrest
mala mía, no
Nash.
te respondí.
The
weón,
line
¿qué
is lit up, but before
Pendiente
I
de la
get to our
historia
next
ahorita
caller, I just want to say,
tal? Yo tengo el
things
Quake
are
ahí
looking
agregado.
up. It's
No lo
almost
tengo
over.
instalado, pero lo tengo ahí
But for
agregado.
now,
Pero no lo...
let's bring in our next caller.
No me genera así esa motivación para probarlo. A lo mejor en grupo sí me lanzo. Pero si estamos en un shooter, yo no voy a estar hablando. Oye, estás echando plomo.
Evening, caller. This is Forrest
Forrest
Nash.
Nash en el
Hello,
181.
Forrest. John Hedges. I'm here with
Mira,
Casey.
cállate.
Give you an update on Jason.
Vamos a ver.
John, is he going to be okay?
He's a fighter. He'll be fine. We got him stabilized and resting in bed. Preparing to move him to the hospital.
Thank you so much. If you hadn't been there, then... God, I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
Of course, Casey. We're just happy he's okay.
John, Casey, you two did all the work. Tell Jason to get well soon from us, whenever he's up for it.
Well, why don't you tell him yourself?
Is this Forrest?
Nah, huevona la voz de Jason.
Jason, we meet at last.
Huevona esa voz
It's good
preña,
to hear
weón.
you, Jason. How are you?
Oh, well, you know. I've got a hole in my stomach, and there's a knife in my leg. John gave me something to take the edge off. So, I might feel even better than either of you. Oh.
Take it easy until you get to say
Salvo el
Gabriel's.
coñito,
I
vale.
will.
¿Ves? Ya saben,
But,
estos juegos a qué te ayudan a
for
saber
that,
qué
I
hacer en
gave
situaciones
you a call.
como esta. Un tipo recibió dos
Guessing
puñaladas, ya tú
Whistling
sabes
Man
cómo
is still
mantenerlo
out
vivo.
there?
Necesitas a un médico de guerra, pero detalle. Porque
Yes,
preguntas-
the Whistling Man's still out there. Why do
porque
you ask?
preguntas porque te interesa.
You know something about the Whistling Man, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Can we talk about what happened earlier?
Go for it.
We spoke to Roller Ricky not long after you were attacked.
You spoke to Ricky? Is he alright?
He is now. I mean, he was attacked earlier.
Uf, vamos a ver si puedo hacer ese tiro.
This call came after.
Hey, guys, I'm really sorry, but there's a call on the other line. I just need to make sure we don't have another situation brewing. You fill Jason in on what happened. I'll be right back.
Sure, Peggy. Sorry, Jason. Where was I? Ah, yep. Ricky's fine. You don't need to worry about him.
That's a relief.
He told us about George.
Sounds like
Ya
everything's
sabemos que
finally
es una
coming out
puña,
now.
tal cual, tal cual.
It's been tough to hold it
Hay que
all
hacer
in.
el
Sounds
experimento
like you've been
práctico.
holding back about something awful, Jason.
I'm part of the reason my best friend is dead, Forrest. And the few who knew about it said if I ever said anything, I'd find myself in jail. For a long time. It was hell. And then the town just moved on. Like he'd never existed.
What happened that night?
I went along with the stupid prank, that's what. Whistling night. Some of the guys on the football team had an idea for a way we could haze the newcomers. We decided to plan a party in the woods and have the whistling man crash it. It was stupid. We each had a role. I was the stabbed friend. At the party that night, I left the group for a second. Met our whistling man. Pretended to get stabbed in front of everyone. Started an almighty panic.
Ah, por
Those
eso que todo el mundo
screams.
salió corriendo.
That was the last time I saw or heard George alive.
How did George die, Jason?
I don't know. I was playing dead. But when I heard her scream,
Ricky mentioned a girl named Bean. Is that who you mean?
Bean. Oh yeah. I guess George did call her that. Yeah. He called her Bean. I heard her again tonight,
Bean.
Forrest. Her name was...
What?
Uy, mamá.
What happened? Are we still on air?
No, we're not. Seems like the power is completely gone.
How do we get it back on?
I don't, we can use the emergency generator down in the
El huevo mío va a bajar al sótano, ¿viste? El machete mío. El machete.
An emergency broadcast?
emergency, nuclear war, alien attack, broadcasting a serial killer's location to the cops so we can end this nightmare.
Fair point.
It's in the storage area in the far back corner.
No joda, aquí todo el mundo está metido en un peo con la electricidad.
Digging around for all those tapes. It'll have a big red button. Just press that. I'll see you when you're back.
Marico, yo no quiero salir de aquí menos si se fue la luz. Tú eres loco. Coño, su madre, estos juegos de mierda, de terror, que siempre se tiene que ir la luz y uno tiene que correr. No, vale. Mira, madre. No quiero salir, weón. De por sí ya todo era tétrico con luz, ahora imagínate sin luz. ¿Cómo esta mierda está prendida si no hay luz? Es su madre. Cagado ya, weón. Me gusta. Cállate. No. No, y de paso la música de fondo, mamagüevos desarrolladores, porque no te lo dejan. Es que sin música. ¿Qué asusta más? Esta escena sin música o con música. O sea, en la vida real no hay música de fondo. Y esto cagaría hasta las metras. Está sin luz. Así, pues en esta situación. Si de paso te ponen la musiquita, pues tú me dirás.
Locked tight.
¿Verdad? El ventilador está prendido. Marico, yo no quiero bajar, weón. Que ladilla. De verdad tengo que ir al sótano. Verga, yo no quiero bajar, weón. O era aquí. No, no era aquí. Ni por el coño era aquí. Verga, yo no quiero bajar. ¿Qué hora es? Verga, yo no quiero bajar, man. Ah, su puta madre, weón. Quiero bajar. Pues aquí. Ajá, y la tipa dijo a dónde tenía que ir, ¿no? ¿Verdad? No me acuerdo, weón. ¿Qué fue lo que dijo? Ve al sótano para activar el generador de emergencia. Ok. Es aquí, ¿no? Esto es el sótano. No creo que sea en la parte de Clyde. No, sí. No, aquí no es. Ya sea, weón. Ya sé que tengo que buscar el breaker. Pero que ella dijo, es un botón rojo. Eso fue lo único que le presté atención. Botón rojo. Marico, esto está oscuro hasta las metras, weón. Botón rojo.
Far back corner. Why is this station so
Sí,
big?
vea que me huevos, porque ponen esto para allá. Y si alguien me está esperando, marico, yo no me quiero meter aquí, weón. Ay, ¿por qué vine yo? Porque no vino Peggy. ¿Serás tú? ¿Eres tú? ¿No? No veo un coño. Cállate. ¿Será eso?
That must be it. Boom! We've got power.
Ahorita dice ay, mamá, huevo.
The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
Sí, el silbón, yo dije lo mismo. Coño, me perdí. Ah, no, aquí está. Mano, yo estoy escuchando pasos.
What the hell?
Ay, mamá, huevo, míralo ahí. Ay, marico. Ay, marico, ay, marico. Cerra todo con llave, mamá, huevo, cerra todo con llave. Me cagué, huevo.
Oh, no.
Coño.
Peggy, where'd you go?
Ay, mamá, huevo.
No way. This can't be happening. A call.
Bueno, espérate. Déjame revisar porque primera vez que entro aquí esta caraja
Did
tenía
Dawn
más
press the
café
Peggy
que...
button? Did she want me to hit it on my end? Where's Peggy, Dawn?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the
Mira,
end
una
of the night.
tipa. Que
Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Make the most of it how?
Well... I thought we'd end tonight's Whistling Man special with a special guest. The one who started it all. Let me take that out of your mouth and...
You crazy bitch! Let me go!
Ponzi.
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy.
Ah,
Gallows
Teddy
Jr.
Gallows. Okay.
Wait,
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your
Cállense,
daddy and
cállense.
his money saved you 20 years ago. But even if you crawl out of his coffin with all the money in the world,
wait. Where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy. And
¿Qué?
if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get
¿Quién
it.
coño es este, pues?
I can see you. You're standing right in front of me.
Oh, I get it. You're wondering who's there at the station with you. Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
¿Qué?
Your son? You mean you...
Con razón hacía los
Did he?
asesinatos en extremos,
Yes,
man.
Forrest. He and I had a son.
So there were two whistling men tonight.
Claro,
Of course. That explains how you were always able to get around town so quickly. And Murphy, he was right, wasn't he? He did fight a man.
He did. I taught my boy to never run away from a fight.
Hang on. Did you say Barrow? Then
Mónica, se llama Mónica.
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this. There we go.
Marie
Mari.
Campbell? George's old girl. Oh, well, it sure has been years since I last saw. Oh, God damn it.
Where are you going with all of this?
Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
Listen to me. You. Ah!
Uf,
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before.
nos
Meanwhile,
puso
Forrest,
exótica la tipa.
I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Okay, Marie. I'll do it.
Good. Then let's talk about the night George was murdered.
Ok.
Murdered? Listen, I.
Pa, coñazo. Mierda, mierda, mierda. Uf, uf.
I said you speak when you're spoken to.
Sí
Now,
le ve.
I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago. And that's why I want you to interview us.
Are you serious? You want me to interview you?
Am I serious? After everything tonight, you really have to ask me if I'm
Bueno, sí, ahí
serious.
me pasé.
Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
No, no puedo agarrar la silla. Y ya te dictan que lo maten ya.
I need to drag this out. If I can buy Leslie time to get back to Gallows Creek, and if I can find out where Marie is, then this can end. Teddy, we'll start with you. Just, talk me through what happened that night. How did it start?
How would I know? It was 20 years ago.
Hit him again, Marie.
Ow. What the hell? God damn it.
Aquí no tengo pelotas de papel.
Okay. Our first team
Vale,
party
ahora
was
es un
coming
lapicero.
up. When I saw the date it was scheduled for, I had an idea for a way we could prank the new guys.
I understand that kids in Gallows Creek know tonight as Whistling Night. I'm guessing that's what you mean?
Well, we didn't have a name for it then. It was just the night that Mooney went missing. But Whistling Night is what they'd call it later.
Wait. You mean this was the first Whistling Night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course. But
Ricky, ¿no?
George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Claro, Ricky estaba ahí.
Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent
Pégale,
man.
Marí.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So, I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway through the night, we put the prank into action.
We looked up at the trees and saw Jason there. Bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man, screaming. George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
Did you ask Ricky if he knew or not?
I didn't see any reason to. Why?
Because Ricky phoned up earlier. He didn't know anything about it, Marie.
What?
He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But he... Well...
Viste, Ricky era bueno. Ricky siempre fue bueno, marico. Quiere a los perros. Quiere a los perros buenos.
About it afterwards. He's still guilty.
It was just a stupid prank.
Pégale, Marí. No, mentira.
How can you still say it was just a prank?
Oh, come on.
Uy, su
God
madre.
damn it.
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help just in time.
Oh.
No, ya tenía la decencia de
Didn't have the good
morirse.
sense to die earlier.
Coño.
He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the whistling man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I could stall for time here. How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like nothing was real. I felt small and confused.
Se puso psicólogo el mamagüeo para ganar tiempo.
Who was under the mask, Marie? Who was the whistling man?
It was Chuck,
Chuck Brody.
Chuck Brody.
Coño.
laughing away. But then he stops. And he's looking up at the top of Whistling Point.
What was he looking at?
Verga.
Teddy,
Eso ya era.
what happened next?
Nothing. I mean,
Pégale, Marí.
it was just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
How do you know what happened?
I saw it.
Pégale.
You were up there.
Coño.
You were dressed as the Whistling Man too, and
I didn't push him. God damn it. I just chased him up there and he kept backing up. When I saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's what you saw.
you liar.
It's not my fault. He didn't know it was a joke.
No, vale, no
If
seas
he'd had
exagerado.
any brains, he would have realized.
No, eso no es buen argumento, pero por lo menos ahorita tienen a toda la ciudad aterrorizada con la misma broma que ellos hicieron. Y realmente está pasando, pues son asesinos en serie. Lo que ellos hicieron fue lo correcto. Ellos corrieron porque estaban en peligro. O sea, me vas a venir a decir a Tommy que no es mi culpa que ellos no supieran que no era, que no era una broma. O sea, mamá huevo, vale, pégale, Mari.
If she's lying, why the cover up?
My future was at stake, Ash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things. I'm going to be the
Pégale.
mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then, who knows?
Pégale.
What happened that night was tragic. It should never have happened. But it was a mistake. It was just a stupid joke gone wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up.
Coño, el papá.
Why should a blip ruin
Ah, con razón, el tipo le pagó a todo el mundo.
George was a blip?
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while
Y
out
ese
jazz
es otro
running.
peo más, dependiendo de la altura que tú te lances a un cuerpo
She
de
said
agua,
something about her rent going up.
puedes
Unless she...
o entrar o escoñetar.
Teddy, did your father own Sandra
Y me
Sharp's
imagino que
dance
eso fue lo que le
studio?
pasó, o sea, el pico del silbido era súper alto, se lanzó y al pegar con el agua era como si hubiera pegado con piso.
I'd answer the question if I were you, Teddy.
yes, okay.
Y coño, que te caigan a puñaladas, por lo menos una pelea y dices, bueno,
That's it
mano, te
then.
va a faltar
Your
coño,
father
madre.
was going to run her out of business unless she lied and said she found him in the reservoir instead of the river.
What my father did in his business dealings is nothing to do with me.
The false reports. That's why you killed Sheriff Matthews too, isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but
everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking.
La
Just got
Virginia no
himself
se
into
llama.
trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry. For all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her
Pero
sister's life
dependiendo de la altura,
and her
no hay
own.
forma de que quede bien. O sea, si estás
even
muy
still,
alto, no importa que
she should've
caigas
told the
perfectamente,
truth.
igualito te
I did
escoñetas, ¿no?
my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no, that coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
You've been through hell, Marie. I'm sorry.
You've got no idea. Never should have started.
Está hundiendo a coñazo ese pobre.
Punished. It's coming to a stop. At least for now. Here, where George and I first met.
Ajá, donde ellos se conocieron.
Joining the football team. Was right after he shot the winning throw.
No
Wait a
sabemos dónde
sec.
coño madre se conoció. ¿Dónde tiene Mari secuestrado a Teddy? El campo de fútbol, la pista de patinaje, el gimnasio del instituto, la pista de patinaje. No sé dónde coño de su madre se conocieron ellos, ¿sabes? Y le están metiendo coñazos aquí.
You're at the roller rink.
Jesus Christ! Forrest, you idiot! We're in the gym at Gallows Creek High!
I told you not to do that.
Wait!
Caño, weón.
He's dead too now, isn't he?
He is.
Ñueso, puta madre.
Anyway,
Ñueso, madre. Ahora tenemos que volver a ver esa mierda. Bueno, pero ya sabemos que es fácil, es fácil, fácil. Ya no nos vamos a espantar porque ya sabemos lo que viene. Vamos rapidito, ahora sí somos valientes porque bueno, no hay nada del otro mundo. Dale, vamos. Vamos para allá, abrimos todas las puertas. Te di coño a su madre. Una cosa tenías que hacer, pedazo imbécil. Ah, pero yo qué coño iba a saber yo dónde se conocieron ellos. O sea, no sé si en la conversación
back
estaba
corner.
bastante claro que se
Why
conocieron
is
en el
this
gimnasio del
station
instituto,
so
pero yo
big?
no entendí.
That must be it. Boom! We've got power. The whistling man. I need to warn Peggy.
No, pero hay veces que el miedo te paraliza. Y en lo particular yo, con los juegos de miedo, me paralizo. Por lo menos esa escena, ya la vi, e igualito me impactó. La segunda vez.
What? Why is it locked? Oh no. Peggy! Where'd you go? What the? No way. This can't be happening.
Ya, vamos a guardar la partida aquí para no hacer ese viaje atrás.
A call.
Ah,
What do you want?
Good to talk to you again, Forrest. You know, I've really enjoyed our chats tonight.
I guess we've had some moments. My favorite was when Ricky ran you out of the rink.
Ha! You sure did get me then, Forrest.
Where's Peggy?
Have some patience, Forrest. It's almost the end of the night. Almost the end of the show. But it's not over just yet. Got a little time still. So let's make the most of it.
What do you mean? Make the most
bueno, ya
of it
sabemos que el tipo
how?
está en el gimnasio. Pues.
Well,
Vaina de baño.
I thought we'd end tonight.
Uno de los logros es
Man special
pasarte el
with
juego
a
completo.
Special guest.
Salvando a todo el
The
mundo
one who started it all.
en 4 horas.
Let me take that out of here.
Pero ya cuando te sabes el cómo pasarlo rapidito.
Bitch! Let me go!
Welcome to the air, Mr. Teddy Gallows Jr.
Wait,
It's all gonna come out tonight, Teddy. Your daddy and his money saved you 20 years ago. But even he crawled out of his coffin with all the money in the world.
wait. Where the hell is Teddy? How are you talking to him if you're here with me?
Because I'm not there with you, Forrest. I'm here with Teddy. And if he says where that is, well, he knows he'll get it.
Wait, then who am I looking at?
Forrest Nash, let me introduce you and all of Gallows Creek to my boy, Henry Barrow.
Vamos a saludar.
Hi, Henry. Nice to meet you.
Don't mind him. He's just shy.
So there were 2 whistling men tonight. Of course. That explains how
El
you're
tipo está
always
encerrado y
able to
hay
get
un
around town
asesino
so
en serie
quickly.
aquí. Está hablando
And
con otro
Murphy,
asesino en
he
serie. El
was
tipo,
right, wasn't
épale,
he?
menor,
He did
todo
fight a man.
bien. ¿Qué es lo
He
que
did.
cuenta usted?
I taught my boy to never run away from a fight.
Hang on. Did you say Barrel? That... Are you...
Let me just get this mask off. Damn uncomfortable thing. No wonder Mooney went crazy wearing this.
Qué bonito.
There we go.
Marie? Marie Campbell? George's old girl. Oh. Well, it sure has been years since I
Pégale.
last saw. Oh, God damn it.
I'd be quiet if I were you, Teddy.
But
I'd listen to Forrest. Everyone's gonna know now what Teddy did. He killed George that night. This night. 20 years ago.
listen to me. You...
Pégale.
Ah!
You're gonna talk when I talk to you. And not a moment before. Meanwhile, Forrest, I'm gonna give you the chance to talk. You're gonna help me reveal what really happened to George all those years ago.
Sí, sí, esta vez sí voy a... Cada vez que tenga la oportunidad que le pegue.
Okay, Marie.
Te colaboro,
I'll do
Marie.
it.
Tú eres,
Good.
tú eres una
Then
víctima, tú
let's
eres una
talk about the
víctima.
night George was murdered.
Murdered?
Pégale.
Listen,
Te
I
faltó.
said you speak when you're spoken to. Now, I know you've done some good work tonight in piecing together what happened to George 20 years ago, and that's why I want you to interview us.
Por supuesto.
If you say so, I'm not really in a position to argue.
I'm happy we have your cooperation. Do a good job. And hell, you might be the only one to leave here alive.
Por culpa
I
del
need to drag
pajugo
this
ese nos secuestraron a nuestra
If I can
Peggy.
buy Leslie
Lo
time
único,
to get back
bueno,
to
no lo
Gallows
único,
Creek,
lo más
and
bonito de este juego.
if I can find out where Marie is,
Bueno, de bonito
then
sí,
this
en realidad,
can
lo único
end.
bonito.
Teddy, we'll start with you. Just talk me through what happened that night.
Ah, y la mesa
How
de
did it
mezcla.
start?
Una
How would
maravilla
I
esa
know?
puta mesa, weón.
it was 20 years ago.
Pégale.
Hit him again, Marie.
Ow. What the hell? God damn it.
Ajá, vamos a prestar atención a ver si en algún momento dicen
Our first
gimnasio,
team
porque
party
que yo no,
was coming up. And when I saw the date it
yo
was
no le paré
scheduled
bola,
for,
¿verdad?
I had an idea for a way we could
Sí,
prank
apuñalaron
you
en Jason.
guys.
What made that night special?
That was the night Mooney went missing. We couldn't pass it up. I was just surprised no one had ever thought to do it before.
Wait. You mean this was the first whistling night?
Keep talking, Teddy.
We went up near Whistling Point. God, who was there? Me, Jason, and George, of course.
Y Ricky.
But George didn't come alone. He brought Marie.
And Roller Ricky, he was there too, wasn't he?
Yes, Ricky was there too. Runner Ricky, our wide receiver. I helped him off the bottle, you know. Because I'm a decent man.
Is that so?
Yes, it is. He came apart one day. Some people do. He had some issues. Wasn't stable. I didn't want him to hurt his chances in life. So, I helped him keep himself together.
You were afraid he would talk about that night, weren't you?
Keep talking.
About midway
Vamos a hacer
through
que
the
este
night,
micrófono esté.
we put the prank into action.
We looked up at
Meteré
the
su
trees.
coñazo cada que se lo
Saw
merezca.
Jason there. Bloody, like he'd just been stabbed. And the whistling man. Everyone ran, screaming. And George and I and Ricky, we got left behind. But Ricky was in on it too. I know he was. He and Teddy were as close as anybody. Teddy must have told him the plan.
Did you ask Ricky if he knew or not?
I didn't see any reason to. Why?
Because Ricky phoned up earlier. He didn't know anything about it, Marie.
What?
He had no idea what was happening. He said he was as terrified as anybody. Isn't that right, Teddy? You didn't tell him, did you?
Ricky never could keep his mouth shut. If we told him, he would have given everything away.
But he... Well... It doesn't matter.
Ves, Ricky no sabía y lo iban a matar. Entonces imagínate la culpa de la tipa. Bueno, la tipa ya se echó al pico un coñazo de gente, creo. O nosotros salvamos a todos menos uno. Entonces a lo mejor ella no ha cometido un asesinato. ¿O sí? Ah, bueno, sí, al sheriff. Pégale, Marie.
Hit him again, Marie.
God damn it!
You made George think Jason had been murdered. He thought his best friend was dead.
And so tonight you stabbed him for real?
It's the role he wanted to play.
Jason's still alive, Marie. He was with a friend. We talked her through how to stop the bleeding and got him professional help
Lo que yo no
Just
entendí
in
es que cuando
time.
el tipo ya estaba en recuperación, seguía con el cuchillo clavado en la pierna. No era para que ya se lo hubieran quitado y le hubieran sellado la vaina y tal. No sé.
He's gonna regret that. Enough about him. Me and George took off running, but somehow we got separated in the woods. I ended up near the bottom of Whistling Point, and when I noticed George wasn't with me, I panicked. And then, I don't know how he snuck up on me, but the Whistling Man grabs me. I scream, and he starts laughing, telling me it's just a joke.
I could stall for time here.
Ajá, ¿cómo te hizo sentir?
How did you feel in that moment?
I felt like
No es un carnicero, es un
confused.
médico de guerra retirado.
Who was under the mask, Marie? Who
O
was
sea, pero
the
le cosió
whistling
la del
man?
estómago,
It was
entonces
Chuck.
quiere decir que la pena sí igual.
Chuck Brody, laughing away, but then he stops. And he's
Okay,
looking
okay.
up at the top of Whistling Point.
O sea que
What
si
was
tú
he
te vas a
looking
hacer una
at?
placa, tienes un cuchillo clavado, te mandan a hacerte una placa,
Serio.
es por el seguro, el seguro no pasa, tú te
happened
quedas con
next?
esa mierda ahí clavada hasta que el seguro pase.
I mean,
Y si pasa,
it was
tarda días.
just
Teddy?
George fell off Whistling Point.
Ajá, a ver. ¿Por qué se cayó?
Why'd he fall, Teddy?
He just
You pushed him. You were up there. You were dressed as the Whistling Man too,
Vale,
and
o sea,
I didn't push him. God damn it.
de
I
pana
just
que
chased him
el
up there,
gremio de
and
la salud,
he
con todo mi
kept
respeto,
backing
hermana,
up.
me arrechera,
When I
bro.
saw he was about to go over, I reached out. That's
Eso,
what
man.
you saw. You liar. It's not my fault. He didn't know
Que se
it
nos
was a
acabaron los
joke.
cupos, ven mañana y el
If
tipo
he
se va
had
con su
any
puñal.
brains, he would have realized.
Pégale, pégale, pero suena.
Bitch. No one's going to believe this. After all you did.
If she's lying, why the cover-up?
My future was at stake, Nash. You know what it's like. People like us are bred for bigger things. I'm going to be the mayor of this town, Forrest. And then governor. And then...
Coño,
who
pégale,
knows?
Marí.
What
Tenme otra
happened
opción de
that
pégale, Marí. Lo que
night
pasa es que a lo
was
mejor el
tragic.
juego puso
It should never have
que si
happened.
tú te sobrepasas con las opciones de pégale, María, a lo mejor se te muere el carajo
It
por
was
culpa
just a
tuya.
stupid
Entonces,
joke.
no me quiero
Gone
abusar.
wrong. So my father sent Clive out to clean it up. Why should a blip ruin my future?
George was a blip.
He wasn't a blip, Marie.
His father covered it up from there. I searched for George's body all night, but
Sandra found him the next morning while out jazz running.
she found him in the river, but she lied about that to protect Teddy.
She said something about her rent going up, unless she... Teddy, did your father own Sandra Sharp's dance studio?
It's Gallows Creek, not Sharp Creek.
Sí, mamá, huevo, vale. Pégale otra vez.
Hit him
Me hizo
again,
arrechar,
Marie.
huevo.
Damn it. Yes.
Marico,
Okay.
mala mía, weón, pero es que
We
coño
own
de
most
su
of
madre
the
el tipo,
town.
weón, me da
That's
rechera.
it then.
Porque el tipo lo
Your
ponen como ese
father was going to
personaje en las
run her out of
películas de los
business
2000, así
unless
que
she
era
lied and said she
el
found
jugador de
him
fútbol
in the
americano
reservoir
que con los papás
instead of
ricos
the
y
river.
siguió
What my father
el
did
legado del
in his
papá, pues,
business
que es
dealings
mongólico,
has
es
nothing to do
mongólico, o sea, no tuvo
False
propósito
reports.
propio, sino que es
That's
marico.
why you
vale.
killed Sheriff Matthews
Ah,
too,
sí.
isn't it, Maria? Not just to get him out of the way, but
Everyone was in on it, Forrest. Even the coroner wrote a fake report. Said George was drinking. That he just got himself into trouble. And
I saw. I'm sorry.
Su madre,
For
no.
all it's worth, Virginia didn't have much of a choice. She had a sick sister whose treatments she couldn't afford. She played along with the gallows to save her sister's life. And her own.
even still,
sí, pinche
she
niña
should
rica
have
como
told the
huevo.
truth. I did my part. I tried everything I could think of. I even went to the newspaper, but no, that coward killed the story. But Maurice Russell is dead now.
You've been through hell, Marie. I'm sorry.
You've got no idea.
Ajá, esta vez presté atención a toda la historia. Mira cómo lo revienta.
Started. He shouldn't have pushed my George off the cliff. He should have been punished. It's
En
coming
ningún
to a
momento han
stop,
dicho nada de Ignacio.
at least for now.
Aquí.
Here, where George and I first met, before he joined your football
Antes de
team,
unirse al equipo de fútbol,
was right
pues
after
justo después de
he
hacer el
shot the
lanzamiento
winning
ganador.
throw.
Wait a sec.
Pero es que fíjate por cómo te lo pone. Esta sí fue un error mío por no parar bola de pana. Pero podía hacer esta fácil.
You're at Gallows Creek High, in the gymnasium.
That's right, Forrest. Not that it matters, but yes, we're here.
Que me ves
Anyway,
tú.
I think that about wraps up the interview with Teddy. So,
Mira,
Marie? Where? Oh my god.
Peggy!
Teddy?
You gotta help me.
quiet. You'll talk more.
¿Le pegó a Mari? Epa, digo, le pegó a Peggy. No me le
You have to
pegues a
talk to
Peggy.
someone who mattered more than you ever did. Peggy. It's been so long since I've seen
Como
your
que no veía
face.
tu cara, ¿qué me estás
I'm
hablando?
worried you wouldn't come.
Marie! Oh my god. I thought you...
And here I was, thinking you'd forgot me.
I'd never forget my own sister.
¡Mamá huevo! ¡Es su hermana! ¡Oh! ¡Marico! ¡La carta, mamá huevo! ¡La carta! Yo sí decía, pero ¿cómo le va a dar una
Forrest seems
carta?
lost for words.
Mamá
What do I
huevo.
explain, Peggy?
Earlier, while you were speaking to Jason, I got a call. You remember? Well, it was from Dawn. She said that my sister Marie was there that night George died, and that I should come to the gym for a reunion.
And when you walked in, you found out.
That my sister is the Whistling Man.
Good to see you too, Peggy.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
She said that it was my last chance to see my sister. I knew if I told you, you'd try to stop me or come with me when we need you on the radio. And I just...
I'm sorry. This has to be a lot
Marico,
for you.
eso sí es un giro, yo. Eso sí es un
happened to
giro
you, Marie?
argumental, pero de los que se
Just
sacan la polla así
disappeared
una
one
vez
day.
arrechísimo, mano.
Disappeared.
Me encanta el
I was thrown
esta
out,
historia, el guión, todo, mano.
I begged Mom and Dad to do something about what happened that night, but did they care? No. They told me to stay quiet.
Ya, veme tú, mocoso, anda para allá.
But they learned
Joda.
that I was George.
Toma. Toma.
And
Marie, I'm so sorry.
No me mates a Peggy, por
I
favor.
never knew.
it's not your fault.
Ok.
Really, it's Mom and Dad I should be seeing right now. But since they're dead and gone, well, I'll have to settle for the next best thing.
Por eso atacaste a Eugene. ¿Quién conoce a Eugene?
Don't. Marie, listen to me. You don't have to do this.
Someone has to pay for what they did.
Marie, please.
Mom and Dad are gone, Peggy. Besides, you forgot me,
Mamá huevo, tú eres sobrino de Peggy.
just like the rest. You forgot.
Marie, Peggy never forgot about you.
Keep your mouth shut.
She kept a card from you. She kept it here.
Marico, si no
on her
hubiéramos
desk.
visto esta carta la
What
cagamos.
card?
The card you made me for my 8th birthday.
What does it say then?
Happy birthday, Peg. Now you're great and 8. Love, M.
Well, I...
Henderson police! Freeze!
Ajá, ajá.
No! Henry! Get out of there!
Mierda, mierda.
Peggy!
We have 2 wounded, and we're in pursuit of the suspect.
Henderson police! Freeze!
Ay, ¿qué hago yo?
Leslie!
Ahora
how's
me esta
Peggy?
mierda.
She's been cut pretty bad, but we're here now.
I'll be okay. God, Marie.
Mano, Peggy no, weón.
Hey, Zara! I need you to look after Peggy.
Marico, podía
She needs help.
morirse Peggy,
Now,
yo.
we
Podía
got here
morirse
just in
Peggy,
the
la
nick of
salvamos.
time.
Where's Marie?
She bolted right as we got
La
here.
segunda vez, la
The police
primera
are
sí
right
se
on her
murió
heels.
gente.
It won't be long now. It's over, Forrest.
Well,
Y este
folks,
marico.
it was a
Este
long night,
marico
but
sigue
we made it
presentándola.
through together. I'm gonna head off to go check on Peggy. This has been Forrest Nash.
Buenas noches, esperemos caminarse mejor. Ha sido de muerte, vamos a decir.
And it's been a scream.
Joya, hermano. Joya. Fucking joya. Mira esto. Nada más se nos murió Mauricio. El único coño de su madre que se nos murió. De resto lo salvamos a todos. Marico, qué buen juego. Coño es su madre. Varias.
Officer Trout, come in. One suspect is in custody. Trail the other suspect into the nearby woods.
Claro, a mí un coñazo es gente. Está muy alta la vaina. Vamos a subir un poquito. Bájale un poquito. Aquí un coñazo de gente porque hubo uno de los asesinatos donde hubo un grupo de 7 carajitos, creo, de 6 carajitos. Y el resto eran que sí, de uno en uno, pues. Martínez, Choc, Seth. Ah, pero mira Forre. Coño, de la verga, Forre está guapo. Y el Peggy, coño, Peggy. Peggy es una lata. Espectacular la historia, man. Y tengo que volverlo a jugar porque tengo que salvar a este coño de madre y luego tengo que volverlo a jugar otra vez y matarlos a todos. Cosas de los logros del juego. Buenísimo, buenísimo. Y me mamó Ponce Pizza. Es que tú sabes quién es Maurice, era como el dueño del periódico de Spider-Man, ¿sabes? Así hecho con, bueno, igualito. ¿Hay epílogo? Ah, no, espérate, hay epílogo. Ah, no encontré todos los discos. Coño, la tipa se va a lanzar. La tipa se va a lanzar. La tipa se va a lanzar.
Stop! Put your hands in the air! Get down on the ground! Don't move! Nobody else has to get hurt! No, stop! Suspect has jumped!
Viste, saltó, weón.
Officer Lugo, do you have a visual? Negative. No sign of the suspect anywhere.
Se desuscribió. El hijo sí lo agarraron. El hijo lo agarraron de primero y la tipa fue la que escapó. Que se acaba de lanzar ahorita por el risco ese. Vea, este marico no entendí que tenía que ver Eugene en ese peo. Porque al final lo mencionan, pero yo no pregunté. Y Eugene era un carajito que simplemente estaba en un laberinto así como de jardín, esperando que tenía una cita con una tipa y la tipa lo dejó mal. Pero de todos los carajos de la historia era el que menos tenía que ver. De hecho, hay varios ahí que no tenían una mierda que ver, porque sí, el objetivo de la tipa era venganza de lo que le hicieron, los involucrados tenían que ser los de la fiesta. Que si Teddy, que si Jason, Ricky, ellos. Pero los demás yo no entendí por qué se metieron en ese peo. A lo mejor porque eran descendientes de los del peo. O para que fuera más realista el tema de que era un asesino suelto, pues tenía que matar a diestra y siniestra, no sé. No sé, la verdad, no sé. Pero juegazo, me encantó, de verdad. De verdad que los indies son una maravilla, man. Son una belleza. Vamos a ver cuántos logros me faltan. 7 logros. 7 logros. Mariquito. Son logros mariquitos. Mira. Discografía completa. No los encontré todos, que la di. Y tampoco los puse todos a lo largo de la noche, entonces que la di yo también. Estuvo fino, estuvo fino. Un mensaje de nuestros patrocinadores, eso no lo entendí. Ah, fíjate, este es el logro más difícil. Salva todos los objetivos del hombre del silbido. Si no hubiera muerto el cafo ese, lo hubiéramos logrado. Corre, Forest, corre. Termina el juego en menos de 4 horas con todos los oyentes vivos. O sea, estos dos logros se hacen en una sola sentada. Todos los que me faltan se pueden hacer en una sola sentada y luego tendría que volver a jugar para un programa de muerte en donde que se mueran todos, pues nadie sobrevive. De hecho, si se muere al principio la tipa del 911, nunca van a llegar los policías al final. Deberían poder morirse todos ya con eso, ¿no? ¿Y cuál es el logro oculto que me falta? Fin de la partida. Ah, coño, ¿verdad? Salva al marico ese, por supuesto. Por supuesto. Bueno, el juego te está pidiendo que lo hagas. Que seas un... Me vale mierda, dale, déjate. Y lo mates. 189. Pues sí, vale. Tuvo full de esquinas también. ¿Te vas a meter el Quake Champion? Para probarlo un ratico. No, que es lo que tú si ya vas a dormir porque eres un viejo. Aunque yo no lo tengo instalado, me ver si lo instalo. The Screen. Bueno, vaya a dormir pues. Vaya a dormir que es viernes y el cuerpo lo sabe. Hay que dormir, hay que descansar. Yo entonces voy a cortar el directo aquí. Espero que les haya gustado. Si así fue, no olviden dejar su like, suscríbanse y denle a la campanita. Y si están en Twitch, no olviden de seguirme. Esta fue una miniserie porque me envicié y ya está todo en el canal. Así que sería un desperdicio no colocarlo como serie. Una serie finalizada. Así que aquellos que lo quieran bien fino, yo voy a platinarlo aparte. Y estamos pendientes con las series que tenemos activas en el canal de Red Dead, que la vamos a continuar el 30 de octubre. Estoy pensando en reiniciar todo un Dead Nightmare porque como lo vamos a tener ya oficial, pudiéramos hacer un directo en donde avanzamos lo más que puedan y yo después detrás de cámara lo vuelvo a recapitular donde lo teníamos y continuamos a partir de ahí. Y Wukong, Watch Dogs y Elden Ring ya sí ya los voy sacando por capítulos aparte, piano, sin presión. Sin presión, que hay mucho que jugar y tiempo hasta que se nos acabe, pues, hasta que llegue el hombre del silbido. Estamos hablando, men. Descansa. Feliz noche. Cuídense y nos vemos el lunes. Bye, bye.